Okay, so I got to cover this because I've been hit by the energy world for such a long time, like the energy healing world, for probably ever since I started doing the J juice. Okay, I mean, yeah, I was hit by the religious world, then I was hit by the holistic world, religious world, and then ended up in the energy healing world slash spiritual world. But I was more on the theoretics, well, more on the macro level spiritualism versus the micro level, because I really was not well versed in the micro level. I only knew what Kevin was saying about energy healing, and then what some of the other people who are in the ascension type of stuff, where they're playing with their chakras and throwing chakras at each other and whatever. And so I didn't really understand the frequencies. I hear about frequency, but what does that mean, you know? And then then I figured out with this thing with the 5G, and then I'm like, okay, 5G, what, it's not going to work. I can't worry about it 5G because I'm doing J juice. I'm going to counter whatever 5G does to me because I healed on and I've been around 5G, so I don't understand what people are, but they're not doing the J's, so I understand they are going to die from 5G exposure, and some people are a bit more sensitive to Wi-Fi radiation than other people. So, but then I'm like, well, do the J's, don't worry about it, right? But here's the thing with what I mentioned about 5G. 5G can work for you or it can work against you. You have to change the biochemistry in your body. You have to change the conductors, your own frequency within your body to be able to have your environment work to your benefit, not work against you. You hold the power to have the electricity in the air work for you or against you. And that's the long and short of it, right? But then now I understand now. Okay, so if you have prostaglandin hormones and jelly juice and the conductors of salt and water and the electrolytes and the cabbage and the kale and you're healing, then yes, 5G electricity can work for you. And then when you're inducing antibodies, taking hydroxychloroquine and taking all these, antibody inducing type protocols, then yes, the 5G and electricity is going to work against you. It's going to keep rapidly accumulating those antibodies. And you're going to be energizing that part of your system. So yeah, I could see where 5G could be a detriment to some people. But then let's take it down to another level about the whole thing with the Rife machines. What frequency kills viruses? Well, you can't kill viruses, okay? Just so you know, you can't kill viruses. Remember, energy, which are viruses, cannot be created or destroyed. They can only be transferred. Energy can only be transferred. It cannot be created. It cannot be destroyed. You are in the maximum level energy of this universe. You can't create new energy and you can't destroy energy. Okay? So then what frequency kills viruses? Well, nothing kills a virus. You can't kill a virus, but you can kill a host. They're like, oh my God. So now I'm going to debunk the whole Riff um, protocols, those machines that the holistic people are talking about. And I know a lot of homeopathics or naturopathics and people who are in the energy healing world playing with chakras, playing with frequency, trying to figure out what frequency gets you to do this and gets you to do that. More mind control, just so you know. Because remember, music is mind control. There's some music that will induce more of the aggressiveness in some people, and then some music makes a person more docile and compliant, okay? And so that's why some people will gravitate towards specific music based upon their biochemistry. So let's take it to another step further when it comes to frequency and Rife machines, or Riff machines, however you want to pronounce it, and the targeting of viruses, which you're not targeting a virus, you're targeting the energy of how the virus is evolving your cells, and then you're taking this energy and destroying that evolving cell. And that's what the post about the limbic arc app energy frequency. And so what's going on is the holistic world has found a way to use energy through your phone to emit certain types of frequencies that you probably can't even hear. But it's emitting a frequency that is targeting a specific part of your body for 8 days, they say. So you're like, oh yeah, I have, let's just say, for example, I have an issue in this part of my body and this whatever. And there is some kind of limbic frequency. With limbic is, what is limbic? Because it's called limbic arc, and there's a reason why. Limbic system. So a part of your system that holds limbic system. What is the limbic that holds specific characteristics of how you manifest? They influence. The limbic system operates by influencing the endocrine system and the autonomic nervous system. So your nervous system and your hormones are being controlled by the limbic system, and then you're taking on an app on your phone that you're downloading, and you buy a product and you tell them, those over there, they attach to your phone, because any app you put to your phone, it controls how your phone works. It works in conjunction to your phone, and maybe you can see your bank account, and maybe you can have certain noises emit from your phone, frequencies emit through your phone and to you. So I'm saying, electronics and devices can be to your benefit or work against you. And so when you're using frequencies as to destroy cancer cells and destroy viruses, which is destroying the host, because viruses aren't alive, but the viruses need a host, and you're the host. When you're using frequencies to anesthetize you because you have pain in different areas, which basically is evolution, you are actually using energy like a directed energy weapon. The DEW. You guys heard about DEW, right? Because you talked about it back when there were fires back then. The directed energy weapons, they're coming from the sky, causing fires, destroying areas. Okay, let's take it from the macro to the micro. I'm not going to say that it's not happening, and I can't prove that it is happening, but I could say that the Rife system, the Rife machine, is no different than a DEW that's on a mass scale by the military. And then they just take it down a notch, dig down to the micro level, to where you want to get rid of any kind of evolution in your body. And guess what? You take a very directed frequency and destroy your evolution. I don't want to feel pain, so let me take some frequency and destroy that evolution. And that's exactly what the energy healing world is doing when it comes to the holistic side of it. When they're trying to anesthetize you, and you don't want to feel pain, you don't want to feel evolution, you don't want to get to the next level, you don't want to feel pain, whatever, then you take something, either like a hydroxychloroquine, or you do a vaccine, or you go get a Rife machine and you go destroy yourself at the micro level, and you call that healing. You call that, oh, I'm healthy. And I seen a lady on my Facebook who actually showed a picture of her cell that is that has no virus around it or something, I don't know, that no, it just shows a cell under like a microscope. Okay. And she's saying, like, yeah, I have this limbic app system. And I'm like, what? It put up my antennas, okay? Because anyone in the holistic medical industry, I'm wondering what the hell they're doing. And when I see somebody that claims to be healthy utilizing some kind of frequency, some kind of app that promotes a frequency that targets their pain and their discomfort, and I'm like, what? And then it clicked. The thing with the 5G, it clicked with the Rife machine, it clicked with the energy healing crowd, what the hell they're actually doing. It clicked with it all. When people are playing with your chakras and they're trying to anesthetize, they're actually, destroying evolution in your body. You're like, oh my God, there is a huge campaign that is the euthanasia / depopulation agenda, and it has infiltrated the holistic world and obviously the allopathic. Remember, the holistic people are no different than the allopathic when they're inducing antibodies and destroying evolving cells. Cancer is evolution, and people don't want to feel the evolution, and that's why you're seeing them doing chemotherapy, cannabis, or doing the Rife machines, or doing every other freaking thing out there that's in Mexico or somewhere in the U.S. And then why people then flock and glom onto Dr. Sebi and all of his herbs and all that stuff. So you're seeing the euthanasia / depopulation agenda on a mass scale infiltrating every single group out there. And it's pretty freaking crazy how proliferate the depopulation agenda is. And so all your friends are doing all their little detoxes and all their little Rife machines and all of their herbs and all of their vaccines and all of their hydroxychloroquine and prescription drugs. They're part of all of that. It's basically just a systematic degradation, and some are going to actually expire faster than others relative to what they have to deal with. And so you have to understand the connection between the frequencies that they use in the energy healing world is to destroy you at the micro level, destroy your evolution. It's not healing, it's destruction. If you don't feel something, if you don't want to feel something because your body's evolving, you're destroying yourself at the micro level, and then you call it healing and you give somebody money for it, right? You have to understand the connection between the directed energy weapons that you say that are happening, okay, at the macro level from the military causing fires in areas like Paradise, California. And then you look at your friends using those energy frequencies at the micro level, trying to destroy evolving cells, and they call it cancer, but they're trying to destroy their evolving cells individually. And then they're like, oh yeah, I feel healthy, I feel great, I don't feel a shit, I don't feel anything. But then they keep doing that, and then one day they have a heart attack and they don't survive it because of all the antibodies. So just so you understand the connection between everything, everything is connected, and you can have your environment work for you, or you can have your environment work against you. It really is truly up to you. Bye.